In the midst of a warm summer evening, when the air was thick with the scent of blooming roses, Eleanor found herself staring at the family photo where smiles seemed to clash against a backdrop of tension. The image showcased her mother, Jane, at the fulcrum of change, a woman whose laughter once filled rooms now seemingly lost to echoes. At 50, Jane had embraced a new chapter, but the characters around her had differed drastically. Life had been simple for Jane, a loving mother, a devoted wife, until that fateful year. Her life was interwoven with stories of family picnics, late-night readings with Eleanor, and casual dinners full of jovial recollections. Then he arrived. Richard was a man of charm, whose words dripped with silver deceptions, a narcissistic lover whose shadow fell on everyone in Jane's life. Eleanor, once Jane's confidant, was the first to notice the change. It was subtle at first, a missed dinner here, a canceled lunch there, as Richard's influence crept insidiously into Jane's life. Jane, blinded by the infatuation that had rekindled her youthful spirit, could not see the subtle isolations Richard laid out. Each step taken was one further away from the people she held dear. Their lives unfolded like a theatrical play, Eleanor attempting to bridge the growing chasm between her and her mother, while Richard puppeteered from the wings. The conversations they had taken solace in gradually disappeared. Eleanor, feeling dismissed, would find herself standing outside, looking in at a life she was once purely part of. Jane's transformation became clearer the day she turned down a long-held tradition, the annual mother-daughter road trip that Eleanor treasured. Her excuse felt hollow, sealed with a promise of, next time, that knew no guarantee. It was then Eleanor realized the symphony of their shared lives had muted, replaced by whispers of self-doubt about her place in Jane's world. Eleanor sought solace in memories and confided in her father, whom she learned was also swept aside. Peter, whose presence was once a steadfast anchor in Jane's turbulent world, found himself adrift. The vivid stories they spun together now spoke of absence, of an ever-changing landscape marked by the trappings of a relationship that thrived on Jane's solitude. Eventually, Eleanor confronted Jane, a heart-wrenching moment filled with tears unshed and words unspoken. "Do you see us, Mom? Do you even remember who we were to you?" Elusive responses coded with defensive justifications ensued. Richard's philosophy echoed in Jane's retaliations. Once a loving daughter, Eleanor was now a distant stranger fighting to reconnect with her mother. In this emotional battlefield, families often find themselves wondering if the love that bonded them could ever be restored. It's not the answer that eludes them, but the hope. Because it's not just about what happened when Jane turned 50, it's about healing and mending the stories of Eleanor, Peter, and Jane before they, too, become whispers in a forgotten past.